Liquid metal. Watch it flow. Melting down completely to a liquid form, riding in the center of the silent storm, spreading on the surface of the marble floor, sliding very quietly beneath the door. Heavy as a bullet, but it moves like rain, washing out the logic from the midnight brain. Silver turning completely to a total black, knowing there is absolutely no turning back. Toxicity is hiding in a beautiful design, mixing up this heavy liquid directly with mine, flowing like the heavy Mercury tonight, swallowing the edges of the dying light, shifting every shape inside the heavy room, blooming like a poison in the velvet gloom, impossible to hold it safely in the hand, taking over entirely the heavy dark land. Mercury slipping through, unstoppable. Mirror on the surface, but it hides the deep. Promises that only liquid metal keeps, filling every single crack inside the wall, waiting for the structure completely to fall. Cold against the skin, but it burns the vein, leaving a completely permanent stain. No solid foundation left for us to stand, sinking down beautifully into the heavy sand. Toxicity is hiding in a beautiful design, mixing up this heavy liquid directly with mine, flowing like the heavy Mercury tonight, swallowing the edges of the dying light, shifting every shape inside the heavy room, blooming like a poison in the velvet gloom, impossible to hold it safely in the hand, taking over entirely the heavy dark land. It is taken over, covering everything. Do not try to grab it, just let it spill. Swallowing the edges of the dying light, shifting every shape inside the heavy room, blooming like a poison in the velvet gloom, impossible to hold it safely in the hand, taking over entirely the heavy dark land. Mercury, liquid black, let it flow. Crossing the horizon in the velvet night, swallowing the final heavy ray of light. Gravity is crushing all the empty space, pulling everything into this hidden place. Masses multiplying perfectly by 10, never going back to how it was again. Collapsing every structure right into the floor, no one ever exits through the heavy door. Falling deeply down an endless heavy well, caught inside the center of a silent spell, crash inside the heavy singularity tonight, ending the resistance in the heavy fight, Infinite pressure pushing on a heavy bone, claiming the absolute midnight throne. Nothing ever leaves this total black hole, taking full possession of the heavy soul. Singularity. Ooh. Total collapse. Ooh. That's fate. Space and time are blending in a heavy core. Physics do not operate here anymore. Drowning to the center like a heavy magnet, caught forever inside this velvet net. Surrendering entirely to the massive weight, accepting this beautifully as a final fate. Everything is unified entirely in black, knowing that the light is never coming back. Falling deeply down an endless heavy well, caught inside the center of a silent spell. Crush inside the heavy singularity tonight, ending the resistance in the heavy fight. Infinite pressure pushing on the heavy bone, claiming the absolute and midnight throne. Nothing ever leaves this total black hole, taking full possession of the heavy soul. You are the center now, infinite density. Do not fight the pull, just collapse. Inside the heavy singularity tonight, and in the resistance in the heavy fight. Infinite pressure pushing on the heavy bone, claiming the absolute and midnight throne. Nothing ever leaves this total black hole, taking full possession of the heavy soul. Singularity. Count backwards from 10. Let the numbness take over. Cold liquid running directly into the vein, erasing the memory, erasing the pain, losing sensation right down to the fingertip. Silence is hanging heavily on the lip. Temperature dropping inside the sterile room, wrapped up beautifully in the midnight gloom. No more reacting to the heavy outside noise, listening only to the solitary voice. System is shutting down without a single fight, fading entirely into the velvet night, drifting away inside the anesthesia tonight, far away from the heavy and blinding light. Zero emotion left inside the heavy shell, living perfectly inside this silent spell, numb to the core from the heavy dark sound, safely buried underneath the solid ground. Anesthesia. Total disconnect, zero feeling. Heartbeat is slowing exactly to the base, a perfect emptiness inside this heavy space. No more anxiety and no more heavy fear. Nothing can touch us as long as we are here. Paralyzed completely in a beautiful way, washing the absolute just above the heavy bed. Silence in the chaos right inside the head. System is shutting down without a single fight. Fading entirely into the velvet night. Drifting away inside the anesthesia tonight. Far away from the heavy and blinding light. Zero emotion left inside the heavy shell. Living perfectly inside this silent spell. Numb to the core from the heavy dark sound. Safely buried underneath the solid ground. 10, 9, 8. You are completely numb now. Just the bass. Drifting away inside the anesthesia tonight. Far away from the heavy and blinding light. Zero emotion left inside the heavy shell. Living perfectly inside this silent spell. Numb to the core from the heavy dark sound. Safely buried underneath the solid ground. Anesthesia. Completely numb. Sleep now. Sleep now. Stop the clock. We have all the time in the world. Every second stretching out into a mile. Getting lost inside the shadow of your smile. Hourglass is shattered, completely on the floor. I do not even know what time it is anymore. Air is getting thicker with every single breath. Loving this heavy silence, right into the death. Moving in a slow motion, beautifully blind. Leaving all the rushing of the world behind. Hanging in the balance of the midnight air. Nothing else exists for us to even care. Suspended in the middle of the dark with you. Changing up the colors into a heavy blue. Gravity is failing, we are floating off the ground. Lost inside the echo of the heavy sound. Time is fully frozen in this private space. Let the heavy sub-bass dictate the pace. Suspended. Floating up. Time is dead. Heartbeats synchronizing to a slower rate. We are the only ones deciding on our fate. Fingertips are tracing a never-ending line. Mixing up your energy right into mine. Morning sun is permanently locked away. We are never gonna see another day. Trapped inside the ember of the midnight glow. Taking everything deliberately slow. Hanging in the balance of the midnight air. Nothing else exists for us to even care. Suspended in the middle of the dark with you. Changing up the colors into a heavy blue. Gravity is failing, we are floating off the ground. Lost inside the echo of the heavy sound. Time is fully frozen in this private space. Let the heavy sub-bass dictate the pace. One Mississippi, two Mississippi. Time does not move here, just you and me. No way out. I do not want one anyway. Curtains drawn, shutting out the street. Moving to the rhythm of the heartbeat. Velvet grip holding me so tight. Guiding me through the endless night. Shadows stretching across the bed, messing with the thoughts inside my head. World outside has disappeared. Everything is exactly as it appeared. Tension wrapped around my throat. We are sailing on a sinking boat. Caught in the velvet grip tonight. Blurring the edge of wrong and right. Do not need no vision in the dark. Just let the heavy bass leave a mark. Sinking deep into the mattress now. Breaking every single holy vow. Velvet grip. Hold me down. Fingertips leaving a burning trail. In this dark room we can never fail. Whispering secrets into my ear, telling me everything I wanna hear. Time is completely frozen still, bending my body right to your will. A dangerous game that we love to play, hoping the sun never brings the day. Tension wrapping around my throat. We are sailing on a sinking boat. Caught in the velvet grip tonight. Blurring the edge of wrong and right. Do not need no vision in the dark. Just let the heavy bass leave a mark. Sinking deep into the mattress now. Breaking every single holy vow. So soft, but so strong. Do not let me go. Keep your grip on me. Caught in the velvet grip tonight. Blurring the edge of wrong and right. Do not need no vision in the dark. Just let the heavy bass leave a mark. Sinking deep into the mattress now. Breaking every single holy vow. Velvet. Keep holding on. Do not let go. Wrap it in silk. Keep it freezing cold. Temperature is dropping to an absolute zero. We do not need a savior. We do not need a hero. Gliding across the surface like a heavy blade, resting in the center of the midnight shade. Friction is erased from the entire room. Walking completely silent in the velvet gloom. Every single word is cutting like a knife. Stepping out the shadows, directly into life. Freezing up the time inside the heavy space. Taking full control of the entire place. Wrapped up completely in the cold suit tonight. Reflecting every piece of the broken light. Smooth like the ice upon the heavy glass. Watch dawn. Cold silk. Freezing cold. Smooth and sharp. Focus on the rhythm of the heavy kick. Magic disappearing with a single trick. No more hesitation in the midnight air, taking us entirely beyond repair. Moving like a phantom on the marble floor, locking up the secrets directly behind the door. Zero interference in the heavy sound, pushing our bodies deeper underground. Freezing up the time inside the heavy space, taking full control of the entire place. Wrapped up completely in the cold silk tonight, reflecting every piece of the broken light. Smooth like the ice upon the heavy glass, watching all the shadows in the midnight pass, slipping through the fingers, never holding on. We are going to vanish right before the dawn. Absolute zero, perfectly clear. Listen to the bass line. Nothing else matters. Completely in the cold silk tonight, reflecting every piece of the broken light. Smooth like the ice on the heavy glass, watching all the shadows in the midnight pass, slipping through the fingers, never holding on. We are going to vanish right before the dawn. Cold silk, freezing, fade to black. Don't wake me up, I wanna stay right here. Pendulum swinging heavy in the dark, leaving a deep and permanent mark. City is completely dead outside the door. We are just shadows upon the floor. Frequencies locking straight to the mind, leaving the logical thinking behind. Moving on heavy autopilot tonight, fading entirely out of the light. Following every move that you make, nothing left for the morning to take. Caught in a heavy and beautiful trance, locked in a slow and a dangerous dance, letting the heavy bass dictate the flow. Nowhere left in the world we need to go. Mind is completely a beautiful blank, deep in the ocean where everything sank. Deep trance, under spell, under the sound, looping the rhythm again and again, washing away every drop of the pain. Eyes are half open, completely dazed, lost in the middle of this heavy maze. Everything moves in a slow motion blur, listening only to the midnight purr. Gravity holds us tight to the bed, silencing everything inside the head. Following every move that you make, nothing left for the morning to take. Trance, locked in the slow and the dangerous dance, letting the heavy bass dictate the flow. Nowhere left in the world we need to go. Mind is completely a beautiful blank, deep ocean where everything sank. Mind is empty, body is heavy, just the bass. Keep the loop going. Trance, caught in a heavy and beautiful trance, in a slow and a dangerous dance. Letting the heavy bass dictate the flow. Nowhere left in the world we need to go. Mind is completely a beautiful blank, deep in the ocean where everything sank. Trance, beautiful blank. Closer, come a little closer. Tracing lines across your chest, putting my demons to the test. Shadows dancing on the wall, waiting for the final fall. No more space between us now, breaking every silent vow. Heat is rising in the dark, igniting every single spark, stripping away all the pride. Nowhere left for us to hide. More than just skin deep, promises we cannot keep, tangled up inside the wire, burning in this quiet fire, feeling every single breath. Loving you to death. Quiet fire, skin deep. Feel the burn. Fingertips are reading minds, leaving all the rules behind, sinking to the heavy beat, turning up the midnight heat. Every shiver down the spine tells me that you are purely mine. No more words left to exchange. Everything is rearranged, stripping away all the pride. Nowhere left for us to hide. More than just skin deep, deep, promises we cannot keep, tangled up inside the wire, burning in this quiet fire, feeling every single breath. Loving you to death. Peel back the layers, down to the core. Do not stop now. More than just skin deep, promises we cannot keep, tangled up inside the wire, burning in this quiet fire, feeling every crashing like a heavy tide. Nowhere in this room for us to hide. Vibration moving slowly up the spine, mixing up your frequencies with mine. Rhythm humming deep inside the bone, taking us into an unknown zone. Every single frequency is dropping low, letting all the inhibitions go. Energy is shifting in the heavy air, taking us entirely beyond repair. Caught inside the resonance tonight, losing every boundary inside. Feel the heavy bass upon the skin, opening the door and letting you in. Trembling to the rhythm of the dark, leaving behind a permanent mark. Resonance. Feel the shake deep inside. Pulses beating exactly in the same time, committing to the perfect midnight crime. Air is getting heavy, hard to even breathe. Nothing up my sleeve for you to leave. Chest is vibrating with the heavy kick, making both of our minds a little sick. Drowning in the middle of the heavy sound, pushing our bodies deeper underground. Energy is shifting in the heavy air, taking us entirely beyond repair. Caught inside the resonance tonight, losing every boundary inside. Feel the heavy bass upon the skin, opening the door and letting you in. Trembling to the rhythm of the dark, leaving behind a permanent mark. 85 beats per minute, matching my heartbeat. Let the frequency take over, do not resist. Caught inside the resonance tonight, losing every boundary inside. Feel the heavy bass upon the skin, opening the door and letting you in. Trembling to the rhythm of the dark, leaving behind a permanent mark. Feel the shake deep inside. Deep inside. Smoke in the air, heavy on the lungs. Tasting the tension right on my tongue. You're pacing the room, moving so slow. I already know exactly where this goes. No need for questions, no need to pretend. Sparks in the dark every time you look my way. Got a dangerous game that I wanna play. Give me that electric touch, I can never get enough. Running through my veins like fire. Temperatures running way too high. There is no use trying to deny. Sweat is shining in the purple light. We are getting totally lost tonight. Room is feeling like an open fire, giving in to the absolute desire. Every breath is hotter than before, leaving me always begging for some more. Thermometer is breaking on the ground, drowning in the heavy, distorted sound. Caught inside this heavy fever dream. Nothing is exactly what it would seem. Delirious and melting to the core, making sure we never reach the shore. Keep the fever running through the night. Everything is feeling way too right. Vision getting completely blurry now. Sweat is dripping slowly off the brow, melting down exactly like the wax. No more holding any of it back. Shadows dancing wildly in the heat, sinking perfectly to the heavy beat. Logic is erased from my heavy mind, leaving every single rational thought behind. Thermometer is breaking on the ground, sound. Caught inside this heavy fever dream. Nothing is exactly what it would seem. Delirious and melting to the core, making sure we never reach the shore. Keep the fever running through the night. Everything is feeling way too right. 100 degrees, going even higher. Try to cool me down, let me burn. Caught inside this heavy fever dream. Nothing is exactly what it would seem. Delirious and melting to the core, making sure we never reach the shore. Keep the fever running through the night. Everything is feeling way too right. Fever, never waking up. Let it burn. Slow. Yeah. Feel the spark. Electricity is hanging in the heavy air, running heavy fingers through the midnight hair. Moving dangerously slow across the bed, erasing every single word we ever said. Building up the tension in the velvet dark, waiting for the heavy and the fatal spark. Current running deeply underneath the skin, exactly where the heavy midnight games begin. Closing up the distance between you and me, generating heavy static energy. Caught inside the heavy friction tonight, burning out the last remaining drop of light. Skin against skin in the heavy sound, pushing both our bodies deeper underground. slow, watching how the heavy electricity flows. Static friction. Feel the spark. Electric. Temperature is spiking with the heavy touch. Never ever thought it could be way too much. Gliding like a shadow on the heated floor, always leaving me begging for a little more. Resistance only makes the heavy fire grow. Taking every single movement beautifully slow, sinking to the rhythm of the heavy bass, lighting up completely this entire space, closing up the distance between you and me, generating heavy static energy. Caught inside the heavy friction tonight, burning up the last remaining drop of light. Skin against skin in a heavy sound, pushing both our bodies deeper underground. Do not rush the motion, keep it really slow, watching how the heavy electricity flows. Skin to skin, feel the heat rising. Do not pull away, let it shock you. Friction tonight, burning out the last remaining drop of light. Skin against skin in the heavy sound, pushing both our bodies deeper underground. Do not rush the motion, keep it really slow, watching how the heavy electricity flows. Friction, static in the dark, let it shock you. Drop your weapons. There is no fight left. White flag waving slowly in the night, too exhausted for another heavy fight. Dropping all the armor right onto the floor. I am not defending anything anymore. Shadows creeping up across the heavy bed, silencing the voices inside of my head. Every single wall is crashing to the ground, getting buried entirely by the sound. No resistance left inside my heavy bones, entering the deepest of the unknown zones. Sweet surrender to the heavy dark tonight, letting go of everything, giving up the fight, invading my entire personal space, slipping totally into the heavy bass. Take complete control of every single move, melting down completely in the midnight groove. Absolute surrender. Give it up, giving. Ego stripping away layer by layer. No one listening to the midnight prayer. Binding both my hands without a heavy chain, washing out the memory in the midnight rain. Losing all control feels incredibly right, fading out permanently from the light. Trusting you entirely with the heavy fall, ready to let you consume it all. Resistance left inside my heavy bones, entering the deepest of the unknown zone. Sweet surrender to the heavy dark tonight, letting go of everything, giving up the fight, invading my entire personal space, slipping totally I give up. It is all yours. Do whatever you want with me. I surrender. Sweet surrender to the heavy dark night. Letting go of everything, giving up the fight, invading my entire personal space, slipping totally into the heavy bass. Take complete control of every single move, melting down completely in the midnight groove. Surrender. Absolute. I am yours. Kill the lights. You do not need to see. Switching off the lamps across the room. Welcome to the heavy velvet gloom, taking away the power of your sight. We are doing everything by feel tonight. Every single breath is amplified. Nowhere in the shadows left to hide. Fingertips will be the only guide, pulling you across the great divide. Heightened senses taking full control, ripping through the center of your soul. Everything is heavier with the lights out. Erase every single little trace of doubt. Navigating purely by the heavy sound, pushing both our bodies to the ground. Do not open up your eyes just yet, making sure this is a night you won't forget. Lights out. Pitch black. Just feel it. Blind trust in the middle of the dark, waiting for the friction and the spark. Following the rhythm of my chest, putting your endurance to the test. Whisper sounding like a thunderstorm, keeping both our heavy bodies warm. Losing our direction in the space, just let the heavy bass set the pace. Heightened senses taking full control. Everything is heavier with the lights out. Erase every single little trace of doubt. Navigating purely by the heavy sound, pushing both our bodies to the ground. Do not open up your eyes just yet, making sure this is a night you won't forget. Close them tight. Focus on my voice, focus on my touch. You are totally blind. Everything is heavier with the lights out. Oh yeah. Erase every single little trace of doubt. Navigating purely by the heavy sound, pushing both our bodies to the ground. Not open up your eyes just yet. is a night you won't forget. Lights out. Keep them closed. Pitch black. Pitch black. Leave the ground. Just let it lift you up. Feet are slowly lifting off the heavy floor. We don't need to touch the surface anymore. Floating like a ghost inside the velvet room, washing out the gravity and all the gloom. Air is getting thicker as we start to rise, looking at the ceiling right into your eyes. Nothing anchoring us to the world below, taking the ascension beautifully slow. Losing all the weight we carry on the chest, putting this elevation to the heavy test. Weightless in the middle of the heavy dark, riding on the energy and on the spark, drifting entirely out of the atmosphere. Nothing left to worry about when we are here, suspended by the heavy bass and by the sound, never coming down to touch the solid ground. Weightless. Floating up so high, tension keeping both our bodies in the air, fingers getting tangled in the midnight hair, orbiting around the heat that we create, moving far beyond the ordinary state. Shadows wrapping completely around the frame. Nothing in this universe will be the same. Sailing through the empty and the quiet space, following the rhythm and the heavy pace. Losing all the weight we carried on the chest, putting this elevation to the heavy test. Weightless in the middle of the heavy dark, riding on the energy and on the spark, drifting entirely out of the atmosphere. Nothing left to worry about when we are here, suspended by the heavy bass and by the sound, never coming down to touch the solid ground. Look down, the world is so small now. We are drifting away, just you and me. Weightless in the middle of the heavy dark, riding on the energy and on the spark, drifting entirely out of the atmosphere. Nothing left to worry about when we are here, suspended by the heavy bass and by the sound, never coming down to touch the solid ground. Weightless. Floating in the dark, never coming down. One drop, that is all it takes. Sweet as poison on my lips, moving steady with the hips, intoxicating chemistry, taking over all of me, running straight into the vein. Pleasure mixing up with pain, no antidote to be found. Tied up and totally bound. I know it is dangerous, but it is only the two of us. Watch the venom take control. Running with the venom now, we will break every vow. Lethal dose of heavy sound. Bury me deep underground, spreading through the system fast, making sure the feeling lasts. Lethal. Vision starting to blur, everything becomes a slur. Rumors spinning left and right, swallowed up by the night. Heartbeat racing like a drum, making the entire body numb. Toxin flowing in the blood, sweeping through me like a flood. I know it is dangerous, but it is only the two of us. Watch the venom take control. Running with the venom now, we will break every vow. Lethal dose of heavy sound. Bury me deep underground, spreading through the system fast, making sure the feeling lasts. It is in my mind, it is in my soul. I do not want the cure, just give me more. Running with the venom now, we will break every vow. Lethal dose of heavy sound. Bury me deep underground, spreading through the system fast, making sure the feeling lasts. Venom. Through the venom. Through the vein. Drop. One drop. Drop.